The opening game of round 6 delivers a cracking matchup to get another round of the GRC underway. In 6th position and at home will be the Celtic Dragons taking on 5th placed Guardians of the Crib. This is a crunch match between these two hotly contested sides. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby in the GRC, the subscriber series where you guys take the field against the world's elite and more often than not against each other like today's matchup. Today of course is the Celtic Dragons up against the Guardians of the Crib. This is 5th versus 6th. This is a big matchup in the grand scheme of this competition. The Celtic Dragons going into this with some good form on their side as well. Last round they took out the All Flakes 24-15 in a big match that's consigned the All Flakes to the doldrums of the league for another week of the competition. Before that they took on the previously undefeated Pacific Toa. They have now lost a match since then, however. That was a close one, and they lost that 14-17 back in round number 4. They sit down in 6th position, and they are going to be a tough team to put away here for the Guardians. Their starting 15 for tonight's matchup is as follows. Ray Allenson will be on the loose head side of the front row with Bosco Daniel at hooker and Finley Moriarty on the tight end side. Milton Simiyu moves from 7 to 4 and he will partner Craig Anderson in the second row. Adam Jones, Daniel Jenkins and Caleb Cook will be the back row, a powerful back row as well for the Dragons. Into the back line, Payman Silver will once again start at scrum half and Will Rogers will take the reins in the number 10 jumper. Steve Tegolds will captain the side from inside centre with Derek McGregor outside him at 13. Moving to the wings, it's Scott Andrew on the left side and Ivan Jones on the right, with Benji Cook completing the two Cooks at fullback for the Dragons. Coming up against them is the Guardians of the Crib, and some may say this is a Guardians team that's a little bit more fresh after they had the bye back in round number 4. Since then they came back and they did what everyone else has managed to do as well, thrash the Exeter Chiefs. 29 points to 7. It was one-way traffic for the Guardians. They put another win on the board and put themselves up above the Dragons into that very precious 5th position. They'll be looking for more of that tonight as they look to challenge those top 4 places and put themselves in pole position for that number 1 spot. Their team for tonight will be as follows. Oliver Bowes will be at loose head side with Basafwe Thunga at hooker. Isaac Fishoy will be at tight head with Michael Joseph and Elliot Knight in the second row together. Daniel Vera will start at 6 with James Wanyama on the open side and Viggo Ogier at number 8. Daniel Fishoy will get the nod at scrum half with Don Butler, his half partner in the number 10 jumper. Louis Evans will be at 12 with Tom Guest running things at 13. On the wings, Asher Antonio will be on the left wing, Heston Gardner, the bearded wonder, on the right, and will be Adunga Wanyama who will line up at 15 for the Guardians of the Crib. This is tight, this is close. Two very evenly matched sides, head to head, round 6 of the GRC. So it will be the Guardians of the Crib kicking this matchup off between the two sides. They'll be playing in the blue and white with the blue and yellow from the Celtic Dragons, who are receiving, and we are underway. Kicked off, ticked down by the Guardians and fielded there nicely from the Dragons fullback Benji Cooker. They run it back through Jones. And Ivan Jones, let's mention as well the pouring rain that will be going on during today's fixtures. Anderson has it over Rumble up to the 22. Can't get out of trouble. The back and knocked on from Will Rogers. First error goes to the Dragons. And now chance for the Guardians to capitalise with advantage on their side. They swing it to the left-hand side. Nicely from Antonio. Putting it short there, nice. And gets a break by Daniel Vera. Vera inside. And the try will be scored by Thunga. And Basafwe Thunga scores the opening try. Guardians hit the board first after just minutes of the opening half. It was a mistake early by the Dragons. Turn around, Thunga started it. Then it was a beautiful pop-up pass, getting the ball for Shure, back to Vera, inside ball to Thunga, who chased up hard, following his work in the breakdown. Here he was, he started it off short, and there it was, Asher Antonio back to Fishure. Vera made the break down the left, did a good pass, keeping it in the forwards, finding Basafwe Thunga for the opening try of this big clash between the Guardians and the Dragons. Don Butler's the man with the tee on the 22. And an important kick, this one here for the Guardians. Look to put their lead out to 7 points to 0. The kick is good. And we have an early lead for the visiting team in the pouring rain here. The Dragons trail by 7 early on. And work much to be done here for the home team. A mistake in their own 22 is something they will not want to do too many times in this match, as the Guardians will be a team that will punish them. Kick-off back underway, and once again it's Daniel Vera with a big take, but a big penalty as well. What a piece of play there from the chasing bunch of the Celtic Dragons, and now it's decision time for Steve Tekogs. Ooh, and he's opting for the corner as well. Allinson not getting out of the way. It's not found touch. Big error straight away. Antonio runs it back and he finds support in Ogier. And now the Guardians, who should have been going back to halfway, are looking to fight their way out of the 22. Pick and go from Daniel Fasore. Goes short and they run it through Louis Evans. Out to the back line it goes. Storm Butler gets it a third receiver and he kicks us long. Benji Cook running back there, returning fire. Great ball from Cook, finds the ball on the inside from Steve Tekogs, who can't get away and goes into touch. Almost magic there from Benji Cook. And the line out will be awarded to the Guardians. The try scorer, Waifunga to throw. 5-man option, he goes to Knight to the back. For Soray, and a mistake there. Man has been in everything now. James Wanyama loses the pill on the left-hand side. Big chance now for Scott Andrew. Andrew the one to beat. Oh, Wanyama with a great tackle. Inside support though. Steve Tekogs puts the ball in the try line. And the reply is instant for the Dragons. Well, mere minutes has gone by and Captain Tekogs opted for the corner from a penalty straight off the kickoff. Now he is scoring the try. Scott Andrew, brilliant work from him. But exceptional play as well from the man on the left wing. Here he is, Scott Andrew. But how about this? Adonga Wanyama really did punish Andrew. But the offload to Steve Tekogs, just sensational when it really mattered. Well, we have a game on our hands, folks. Do not go anywhere. It is 7-5, kick to come for Will Rogers. And just left hand of the uprights, he strikes it nicely into the pouring rain and over for an extra 2. Well, we have a tight ball game. This is what we expected from this matchup as well. Neither side giving an inch, attacking at the forefront of these two sides. And we have 2 early tries, 1 apiece, inside the opening 20 minutes to get us firmly underway again. Here's a nice little takeaway from Minip Jones. Well, they quickly fire out to the inside. Finley Moriarty, he's got one man to get past, and it's the fullback, Wanyama, who's once again on the task. Now, Allinson into midfield, looking to bust away through nicely from McGregor. They keep it alive as well. Tekogs is doing it again. Steve Tekogs beating tackle after tackler. Rogers runs, Rogers offloads nicely to Anderson, who can't quite get away from his one defender. Now comes back for Silva, down the short side again. Another chance for Rogers. Rogers centres the ball towards the uprights it goes, but it'll be easily claimed here at the back. And Heston Gardner's made a bit of a bit of a match. He's taken it into his own and goal, and it will be a 5-metre scrum to the Dragons. Well, he could have called the mark there. It was kicked firmly up, but this is a big scrum from the Guardians of the crib. They'll turn the ball over. 5 metres out. The big boys with the task, and they reply in a big way as well. Straight out to Antonio, pops it back inside, and they kick long through Louis Evans. And he finds touch just up over halfway. Good kick too in these conditions from Evans. Gets it right up to that halfway line, which is a decent return as well. Daniel to throw, finds Anderson. Silva out to Rogers. Rogers runs to the line and puts in a real aimless kick down to Wanyama, who eats that up. Easy pickings for the fullback. It's rumbled up to the 22 for Shure. Goes short, and again, it's a good run here from Tom Guest. Good few metres added on. Here's for Shure this time. Oh no! That is a brutal hit there, and a yellow card, no question, from the referee. Milton Samiu's gone, 10 in the bin. That was an absolute crunching tackle. Oh, poor old Daniel Fisure, one of the littlest men on the paddock, absolutely crunched by the monstrosity, the monster that is Milton Simiyu. Opting for touch is the boot of Don Butler. And the opening try score away. Thunga will throw to the line out again. It's a 5-man option, and Elliot Knight is the man of the moment. Here is Butler running at the line, finding a support there from Wanyama. Big ball out wide. Big chance now. Heston Gardner, 2-on-1 Gardner. Can't get away there. Benji Cook too tough. Really is a tough defender to get past Benji Cook, but Heston Gardner really gave it every inch there. Getting into the 22. And a good chance to attack of their defence now as Buzzkicker Daniel will throw into the line out. He goes to the back, and again, it's easy money ball for Daniel Jenkins. They fire it out wide as well. All the way to wide for Minif Jones. He's got one man on him. Nice little pop ball back inside to Caleb Cook. And they keep it inside the field of play to the Dragons. McGregor back and easily kicked away here from Benji Cook. Racing back there is Tom Guest, and I can't believe it already. It's half time. Kicked away from Wanyama. And Andrew is back there fighting with it as well with Cook, and that's a forward pass. Big mistake there. Caleb Cook to Benji Cook, the big man trying to give it to his outside back. And that is a terrible call from the referee as well. It will send the two sides to half-time, however, with the scores locked up at 7 points apiece. Neither team separated, but let's have a look at some stats. And I tell you what, she is even as you would like. 56-44, 59-41. A little edge there to the Dragons, but line breaks, tackles, it's all pretty 50-50. End of the day, the yellow card won't cost the Dragons too much as they'll have their man back from the bin. Straight after half-time, Milton Simiyu ready to be that enforcer once again. Will Rogers back to halfway for the Celtic Dragons. Back underway we go, and it is James Wanyama taking the ball in. A beautiful little pass back inside the 13 and 12, combining nicely there between Guest and Evans. Now they switch it out to Daniel Vera, who has been on top of everything here tonight already. Ojak, nice ball back to Thunder. They keep it alive nicely too. Eventually though, Elliot Knight with the error. And the Dragons have to topple their way back to find the support, and here's a little ball from Payment Silver! Silver up to halfway. Nothing on for the scrum half, he had to go. But advantage still on their side, and as the Guardians rumble over the top of that tackle, it'll be back for a scrum feed to the Dragons.
Bind.
And Payment Silver
set
back to feed. Well, we are 46 minutes into this game. It's a scrum feed to the Dragons just inside their own half. And a good scrum there too. At the back, Caleb Cook leaves it for Silver. Rogers, out wide he goes. Tecox, the magic man, kicks to the wing. Looking for the chase, but it looks like it's gone out in the full. Scott Andrew was streaking down the sideline, but he couldn't keep up with that ball. And out on the full is a terrible way for it to go as well. There's the line out now, back on halfway for the Guardians. Wide it goes from Butler, this time it's Evans. Now he has just got it inside. I think that is just inside the sideline. Louis Evans. Oh, what an absolute cracker of a kick after the disaster by the Dragons. He's just added salt into that wound. And Buzz Kuketa Daniel throws in. It's taken nicely to back by Anderson. Rogers runs to the line before finding it to his captain, Steve Tecox, who draws this long in the pouring rain. Wanyama, nice little ball back inside. It's a big strong run from Michael Joseph. Needed that as well, up to the 10-metre line. Again, it's a chance for Wanyama, but pops it back into Vera. Daniel Vera to the 10-metre line again. Sideways they go, the Guardians. Now they find room. Don Butler down the right wing, but he's knocked the ball on. Picked up by Silver. An advantage on the side now, the Dragons. Fired back, and Steve Tecox
advantage over.
Looks for that sideline. He's found it. He's found an error by Wanyama as well. And they have been hard to come by so far tonight. The Dragons have been peppering Wanyama, but he's held very tight and very safe so far. Here is the take. At the back by Anderson. Silver! Drop goal it's him from Payment Silversaw. It's a miss, and it's been knocked on instantly. And Wanyama's made 2 errors in very quick succession. It looked like it come off the upright, but Wanyama was flying high.
Bind.
Tried to take it above his head. He spills it forward, and a huge chance now. Oh, it's blown away. It's blown away. The Guardians turn the scrum over. And Silver won't see this ball again. Fisore gets it out of the scrum, straight out to Antonio. Asher Antonio into contact. It goes. Oh, he's gone down in a heap. Asher Antonio goes down injured. Big blow for the Guardians. Oh, the biggest hacking threat down the left wing. We'll see Asher Antonio go off. And on comes Pedro Laws. What's happened to Pedro? Pedro Laws looking a bit long in the face there.
Bind.
Something's gone terribly wrong with Pedro. The scrum will pack down regardless. Guardians defeat. And it goes from Fisore. I want another glimpse of Pedro. The scrum, however, is being turned over. Back to the match. Big chance now for the Dragons. They swip it out to the inside. Silver coming up inside. Will Rogers, 1 to beat now for McGregor. Derek McGregor scores. Simple play from the Dragons. Taking on the defender one-on-one. Defending too close to the line. Look at Laws. Look at Pedro Laws. Look at him here. Oh my goodness me, Pedro. Your legs are gone. It was brilliant work though. Let's return to the rugby from Steve Tekogs, who took out 2 defenders here quickly. Look at Pedro. We'll see Silver skip Rogers. Straight out to Tekogs, 2 defenders there. Left one out wide. Heston Gardner tried to put on the big tackle, but he has no chance of stopping Derek McGregor out on the wing. 1-on-1, McGregor takes him over with him. Well, goodness me, it's all turned on here now. Exeter Pedro Laws comes on, looking like he's just been scrapped through a garbage dump, and now a try to the Dragons puts them up by 7. It is now 14 points to 7. The Dragons have gone from equalising now to taking the lead, and this is big chance saloon now for the Celtic Dragons side. Back to halfway for Don Butler. What a turn of events that last couple of minutes was. Unbelievable. Very close to the sideline. Simiyu does very well to keep that in. And keep possession as well for the Dragons. Out into midfield they go. Daniel with a nice little pass out wide. Rogers starts to cut and drive, getting away to Anderson. What a pass as well. And breaking through the middle of the park was Louis Evans. Kicking to the corner. Look at Pedro. Pedro's there. Pedro's got no legs, but he's been taken over the sideline. Well, to be fair, he's got no face either, Pedro. What on earth is going on there? Pedro Laws, you can see him on the right-hand side of your screen now. It is a bus kick in, a Daniel to throw in. Anderson in the back, Silver goes to Rogers. Big pass wide, finding everyone in, skipping up to McGregor. Now chance for Andrew. Andrew to the corner, 1-on-1 tackle! And to touch he goes. Scott Andrew, undone by the power of fullback Adonga Wanyama. And the day is saved for the Guardians of the Crib. Just 6 minutes to go. Keep it on the clock, everyone. This one is flying by. Has kicked off short and sweet there by Don Butler. Missed, but a couple of goes at it. Anderson back in field, finding Cook. And he's tackled by Luz. Good tackle there by the stretch himself. Now the tick. Oh no! High tackle as he went for a little chip over the top. Wanyama looking for the ball. This could be currents now for the Guardians. A man lost here. Don Butler. He's out of here. Heston Gardner can't believe his bed. What has he seen? 3 minutes to play, and your number 10 is sent to the bin. And now, it is the chance to be a hero for Will Rogers with time almost up. Yellow card to the Guardians. Will Rogers steps up, delivers in the pouring rain. Big kick, massive 3 points. The lead is 10. 17-7. Will Rogers delivers where he's failed before. And the confidence now will be flowing through the Dragons. Surely no time for another twist in this one as we get the game back underway. Well played too. Chasing that very high in the sky. The Dragons get the ball back. There goes full time. Allinson really just got to kick this out now and then get to the right player. Silver just screwing it out. It's everyone's ball here as Anderson does fire it away. Keeping it upside down. Eventually, Heyman Silver has knocked the ball on. And the Guardians, I guess, let's be fair, have a chance to grab a bonus point as they go into midfield. Heston Gardner, Nick numbers out wide if he can go, and he does! Louis Evans to the corner, no one within a chance, he'll score, and the bonus point is back. Well, a little consolation for the Guardians here. The game was done, the game was over. But a try to Louis Evans has given them a little bit of something out of this game. They will finish scoring play, and to be fair, you've got to look at it and say this would have only tied it up with a conversion. But the penalty just moments earlier to Will Rogers has signed, sealed and delivered this game to the home side. The Celtic Dragons, well played, but this has been enough to get the bonus point for the Guardians. Of course, with no Don Butler on the field, the try scorer himself, Louis Evans, will take the shot at goal. And he still had Tom Guest to him, to his right if he needed him on that run. So it was a well-worked play, as here is a well-worked kick as well from the try scorer. Louis Evans puts it over. It is all done and dusted. The three-pointer the difference here as the Guardians fight back late. And a good middle stanza from the Dragons has them with the victory. Big one as well. Remember, it was the 5th place Guardians versus the 6th place Celtic Dragons. And it is the lesser of the two, or the lower of the two, that's come away with the cookies here in this big subscriber clash. The game was there for the Guardians a number of times, but the highlight will always be Pedro Loz and his long face. 2 tries apiece. Steve Tecox and Derek McGregor 12 and 13 with the tries. Will Rogers 3 kicks off the T2 conversions and a penalty. It was Southway Funga and Louis Evans with the tries and a conversion each to Butler and to Evans. That is enough to get the job done. The Will Rogers penalty, the big difference. Of course, discipline was a bit of a contributing factor here for the Guardians, who did let a little bit go the way of the Dragons, but possession and territory just nudged. But of course, line breaks, look how exciting this match was at the bottom there. 9-8, that is 17 total line breaks. Entertainment plus for all you fans. So any of you that were actually curious as to what Pedro Luz actually looks like, here he is, the Portuguese winger slash centre. Looks perfectly fine on the game, so I'm not really sure what has happened. The hot weather may be killing my PC, not really too sure, but Pedro looks perfectly fine here. As you can see, the nice pink headgear, he's got a face, and I presume he'll have legs as well, but poor Pedro didn't look too good for the Guardians in that match there against the Dragons, did he? And of course, we see the injury to the left winger, Asher Antonio. That's why Loz did come on the field. He's fit and fine, so he's made his way through that game. The injury hasn't seen him miss any more times. He'll be fit and ready for the round 7 clash for the Guardians of the Crib, which is good news. Okay, so we are 1 game into round number 6. You can see 2 games fully with the AI clash at the top there. The Jaguares over the Warriors. Now the Dragons over the Guardians. Big game, that very tight. 17-14. We've got plenty more action to come. Saracens next up versus the Flakers. Toulouse versus the All Flakes. Then we have Clermont versus Leinster, and the Crusaders taking on the Tower to round out the round number 6. It is all action-packed with plenty of games coming this round. So with that victory in the bank for the Dragons, that sees them jump up, leapfrog effectively the Crusaders and the Guardians. The Guardians do the same to the Crusaders as well. They've gone from 5th and 6th to now 4th and 5th. The Crusaders are the team to miss out on the cookies on this occasion. 17 points now for the Dragons, 15 for the Guardians and also the Crusaders as well. It is the Jaguares up the top, the only undefeated side. If you missed the last episode where the Tower did go down for the first time to Toulouse, can't believe it, that actually happened. They are now the only undefeated side, the Jaguares on 22 points, the Flakers are on 20, Tower on 19, 17 for the Dragons, 15 for the Guardians, Crusaders, Leinster and Glasgow down there on 12, Clermont 9 before we see the All Flakes finally. They are down there, still 10th, but still on 6. Even Toulouse starting to give them a run for their money now in these latter rounds. So that does leave us with our next match, which will be the Saracens at home. And the Flakers will be the visiting team. They sit second, and they sit ready to attack those top of the table positions. Of course, the Jaguares have had a bye. The Flakers are still to go through that themselves, so they sit in a little bit of position. But of course, that week off will see the Hugwatters return to that normal top spot, provided the Flakers get the victory here over the Saracens. That is me for today, though. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. We'll be back here with plenty more from the subscriber series. Until then, though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.